good stuff. Oh, wow. Weird. Your mom just needed a Target run, huh? Trey. That is pretty weird. Pretty weird. Okay, so this is what you have due this week. Thank you guys for your attention to detail and for letting me know that it wasn't showing up right. I really appreciate that. But oh man. Oh, you guys are funny. I know me. Okay, and Braylee and Tynan, I did get you logged into IXL. So I sent you an email, but your username is the first letter of your first name and then your last name. And then your, except Tynan, obviously yours will be differently there. And then your password, everybody's passwords are Blue Sky 1, except for like Santi. Santi, have you logged into IXL?
I did yesterday.
Okay, cool. Yeah, your password, sometimes it's a little different. It makes it the same as your Moodle password. I'm not really sure. But oh, you
Yeah,
are so welcome.
yeah, I set it as a bookmark so I don't need to put in my password.
Oh, good. Smart. Yeah, highly recommend that. That's a good idea. But what you guys do for target time, remember, you just have to work for 30 minutes in IXL. Okay, so if Braylee or Tynan, would you mind if I logged in as you? That I can kind of show. Oh, I love that plan. Go to Target. Yeah.
It should be warned that you can't. I don't know why I thought I could do like English stuff for that time, but I did.
That's okay. I get that.
Yeah, me too. It
Sometimes
doesn't.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it wasn't showing any math at all. Only English.
okay.
Yeah, I realized like it's like there's some reading, so I was kind of wondering why because there's no IXL for like my
Yeah, you don't
English
have
class.
to. Yeah, I wonder if I have to fix that. But like basically what we do, so Braylee, I logged in as you. Okay, this is what you get when you log in. Now, if I put in teacher recommendations, that should show up. Here, I'm gonna try and do that. It's still break time in some part of the world. I love that. Okay, so if I go to 7th grade, and then let's say I want you guys to work on no, I don't want that one yet. Okay, solving one-step equations. Let's say I want you to work on that. So if I click star, okay, that means that I want to suggest that skill to you guys. And I right now have suggested it to all students. So if I go in as Braylee here, yeah, look at this. So do you guys see how there's 5 skills? See how it says 5 skills suggested by your teacher?
Mm-hmm.
That is where you could click on it and then the different things will pop up. So if I have that clicked on there, that's an option for you to go to and work on that for, your 30 minutes. Another option is you can go under recommendations and learning and click on 7th grade math. You can do that. You can also go to diagnostic and, oh, I bet you it doesn't have me logged in as Braylee anymore. Sign out. Yeah. It switched it. Yeah, I had it in that was under my login. I'll show you what it looks like for a student login. So when you log in, see how for Brailleys it shows up right on the side here? So like it's right under the login, and right here it says 5 skills suggested by your teacher. You can always click there and then it'll pop up. And then another option is you could go to diagnostic. And we want to do math questions. So if we click step into the arena, I believe that it might have you do both, but try and focus on the math questions. If you're not getting math questions, then just go to learning and go to the suggested skills, or just click on 7th grade and look for math stuff. Oh, there's math right there. So you can click on math and you can go to 7th grade math, and you can click on stuff that you're like, whoa, I have no idea. Or sometimes you're just like, I want to get this done. I want to be very quick with it. You could just do something, easy. But I would go to the learning and then the teacher recommendations. So, are you going to come up here, kitty? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So since we're barking, then we should probably move on. And let's talk about your histograms homework in Moodle. Okay, so you guys have an assignment called Creating Histograms, and I want to look at that together because we really didn't talk about how to create a histogram. So I was thinking it would be helpful to do so. Okay, so question 1 here. And all of your numbers will be the same. So whatever we do, it'll be the same for you guys. So I would definitely write it down on a piece of paper. That way, you have it done. You can just type in the answers. So yeah. Okay, so we want to make a histogram here. Okay. And it's kind of helpful because look at the histogram part. It kind of shows you how it should be set up. Okay, guys, it shows you on the y-axis. Remember, the y is the vertical, the straight up and down. Oh, look at that. People are filling it in already. And before, which is great, which is good. Before you fill it in, I would make a little frequency table for yourself. And that just tells you what the different categories are. Okay? So here's your frequency table. So what would I fill in for the different ranges? Look at how someone put a bar from 0 to 20. That's exactly what I would do, except I would maybe put like 0 to 19. Just because then you don't get confused on where that 20 should go. Oh, you guys are getting creative with your pictures there. Yeah, and it's going to be a 16. So what we'll do, since 16 is the score that falls in that range, you would put a 1 there because you have one score that falls in that range. Okay, and then my next range, according to the chart, is from 20 to 40. So I'll put 20 to 39. And then I'm just basically copying the different ranges right from the chart there. You guys don't really have to worry about it. So 60 to 79, and then 80 to, we could just say 80 to 100 because, So yeah, very good. And someone said there's one score that falls in that 20 to 39 range, and that's right, there is one. How many scores fall between 40 and 59? Oh, someone said 3. I agree with that. There are 3 scores that fall between that range. What about 60 to 79? Oh my gosh, am I recording this? Yes, I am. Good. Okay. What about 60 to 79? How many scores are there? And again, we're looking in the data here. Oh, very good. Someone said 5. Okay, so 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I totally agree. There are 5 scores that fall in that range. And what about 80 to 100? You can kind of see it up there pretty clearly. It's the last 5, right? Good. So before you make a histogram, I would go ahead and make a frequency table just so you don't miss any. Do you have to? No, you don't. But it's usually what you do before you create a histogram. Good. Good stuff, guys. Is anybody still copying that down? You can just type me if you're still copying that down. Okay, great. No, it's just, Isaiah, it makes sense of the data. And it's kind of usually what you do before you make a histogram. And for me, next year, my brain, because I took this 7th and 8th grade over from Heidi, which is why it still said her name, my brain is saying, you know, I really need to add a frequency table before you guys just do the histogram. It's just usually what you do. It helps you make sense of it. But no, you don't need the frequency table for this one. So if you just copy the graph down, totally okay. Does not matter to me. Excuse me. Braylee, I also fixed your to-do list, just so you know. So your to-do list should reflect just what you have to do. I did leave on the getting to know you and then the Math Excel orientation, just so you can learn about it. No problem. And when you hand stuff in, Braylee, you complete the assignment in Math Excel and then turn your score in through Moodle. So if you need help with that, I can help you with that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Can I switch it? Braylee, are we good? Okay, I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you. Okay, so for this next part, what you guys actually get to do is you get to play in Google Spreadsheets. Woohoo! So what you do, I know, right? So they're giving you test score data, okay? And I'm actually just going to type the test scores in chat so that I can see them. I could type them on the screen, but I don't feel like it. Haha. Yeah, and we actually want to type the scores because what this assignment does is it's going to show you how to insert a histogram right in Google spreadsheets there. It's pretty cool. And it's not hard at all. But sometimes, I don't know if you're like me, but usually before I started teaching, when I saw spreadsheets, I was like, no way. So, okay, so you're going to go to your Google Drive and you're going to New and you're going to go to Sheets, Google Sheets. And I would title this with your name. So if my name is Braylee, I'm going to title it Braylee Histogram Homework number 2. That's what it's going to be. And this data was representing, oh, that's a different one, test scores, right? So we're going to title our first column of test scores. And I'm just going to go down and I'm going to type in all of the different test scores. And it's super cool how you can do that. Not with the typing in, that's not like amazing, but what it can do is pretty cool. Okay, cool. So I just typed in all of the test scores. So now what this problem wants you to do is it says insert a histogram, and then you're going to share this Google Sheet with me. So what you're going to do is you click on the top data, the top one, and highlight all of the data, just the numbers. You don't need the title. You could just leave the title there. You don't need to highlight it. And you're going to go to insert and then chart. That's okay. That's okay. I'm kind of not having you guys do it right now. I'm just showing you what to do. And I will post this video right on Moodle. So yeah, no. So what we did, it did it for me. I'm going to delete it so I can show you. So we typed in all the scores, and then you highlight all the numbers, and then go to insert, and then a chart. So we went to insert, and then chart. And you'll see that's definitely not a histogram, and we don't want that. So you're just going to go over to the right side of your screen is the chart editor. So right side of the screen is chart editor. Change the type to a histogram. So instead of chart type, you're going to go to histogram of test scores. Be careful because it's actually showing you, oh my gosh, you guys, the Mr. Bean ones are freaking me out. I'm just going to say that. Oh, that's so creepy. It's like staring at me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're going to pick it cleared it off of there. You're going to click the histogram. So just be really careful because I know it does. There is a column chart. You don't want that. Okay. So go to histogram. And then this is what you want to see. Now, look at how our chart was a little bit different, right? We did different values from like 80 to 100, and theirs is a little different. So that's okay. That happens sometimes. But yeah. So you're done. So you're just going to go to share, and you're going to type in my email. And then you're going to hit send. And then you're also going to get a link. You're going to copy the link. And you're going to go into Moodle and paste the link in there. So you got to do both. You're going to share it with me. And then you're going to paste the link in there. Okay? Does that make sense? For now, keep in mind that I will post this video today in case you forget. Which is fine. We got a lot going on, I know. Okay, the last question on here involves entering different quiz data. Okay? So you're going to create a second chart. So notice how I labeled this one histogram homework number 3. And this one is Elliot's scores on a basic facts quiz last year. So Elliot's test, or we'll say quiz scores. Okay? And then you would enter the data. So it's, I gotta type it out here, I'm gonna forget. 3, 5, 6, 10, 11, 13, 14, 2 15s, 16, 17, 18. Oops. Did it again. Okay. So now we're going to enter these scores into Google spreadsheets here. Okay. So they're all in there. Now what this one does, this problem tells us, oh, Isaiah, thank you. This one says, examine the effects of dropping the lowest score from the quiz test results. So what you actually want to, there's a video that shows you, just in case. What you would do is you're just going to look at what happens. You could do that with a few ways. You could make a chart, so you could highlight it and make a chart, or you could play around with like the average and all of that. And Google Spreadsheets is really cool because it calculates the average for you. All you have to do is go underneath all of that data. Okay, you could even type it in there. You could say average, or we would say mean, right? So you click on the cell right underneath all of that data and hit the equal sign. And look at that, it pops up right up there for you. You would say average, and then hit enter, and then it finds the average for you. And you can play around with it. Like let's say you drop the lowest score. It'll recalculate that average for you. So yeah, all you have to do, because this question says, play around with the data. Examine what happens when you drop the lowest test score. Okay, so we typed in all of our data, and then let's say, okay, how does it affect the mean if you drop the lowest test score? So Google Spreadsheets is cool because it'll calculate the average for you. All you have to do, seriously, all you do, once you type in all of that data, is you go underneath it, just go in the very bottom score. You don't even have to highlight. You're just going to hit the equal sign on your keyboard. And then it pops up for you. Sum, you can find the sum, but that doesn't really, there's no purpose in doing that. You would say average, then hit enter. And it finds the average for you. Then if you go up and do what it says, and let's say you drop that lowest test score, now go look at your average. What happened to your average? What did it do? Vivi says yes.
Yes.
What did it do? What happened to the average where we dropped the lowest test score? So this is what it was. Yeah, the average got bigger, right? Because when you drop that lowest test score, it increases the mean. So you would go down here. Oh, there's another one. You would share your link with me. So again, you would go to share, get shareable link, copy it, and paste it. And then you would say the mean got bigger when we dropped the lowest score. That's it, done. Okay, and then this one talks about using the data from your histogram in number 3. Oh, this is, okay, so they want you to create a histogram with this one. It's not very clear in that, so if you didn't, that's okay. So hit okay, you can still create that histogram. So you could highlight all of the data. Oops, we got to put our 3 back in there. And let's create a histogram. So go to insert, chart. Oh, look at that. It made it a circle graph. Ooh la la. Oh, pie chart. We're going to change it to histogram. And now let's do that again. Let's drop that lowest score. So it changed our histogram very slightly. So I could move my graph up. Look at that. It took off a whole area. See, this is with the 3. Then you get rid of it. That's pretty cool. What happens when you get rid of the bottom 2 scores? Wowza. Yeah, that's really neat. Cool. Yeah, it's fun playing around with this stuff. So you can find the mean. I wonder if you can find the median without like doing anything. I don't really know how you would do that. Equals, I wonder if you type in median. Oh, look at that. Oh, and then they want to know the different cell numbers. So you just type in, oh, you click on the box and then type a colon. And then click on the other box. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, I forgot to paste the other one. I gotta say A20. A20. Look at that, guys. You can even find the median. So the formulas are pretty cool. So the formula for median was equals median and then parentheses, and then you just type the cell numbers. So A2 colon A20. So yeah, okay. I'm losing you with this. So do what you can, do the best you can. It's not too bad, but you know, it's pretty cool. Pretty nifty there, friends. All right, let's talk about box and whisker plots, hey? Let's do it. Mr. Bean says, let's go. Oh my gosh, Isaiah, that's so creepy.
Oh,
That's so funny.
weird.
Okay, so guys, what you have to know for these box and whisker plots, so let me know you're still alive out there. I know I threw a lot of data out at you. Vivi's alive, that's good.
I'm alive.
Parker died. Oh, Parker.
Oh no.
Parker, I miss you. Oh no, Kira. Don't die. Arden sneezed. Love it. Lexi, what about you? Still alive out there? Jackson, Tynan, Trey, did I lose you? May?
I think they died.
No, don't. Oh no. No. Don't die. Come back. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right. So we got to talk about box and whisker plots. So what you guys are going to want to do. Oh, good. Oof. Proud of you. Good work. Yeah, it's not a good day, right? 3 students. Ay, ay, ay. All right. May, are you still with us? Trey? Come back. Okay. Isaiah. Way to look at the positive, Isaiah. Very good. That was funny. You guys are hilarious. All right. I love the Mr. Bean thing. I gotta take a picture of that. That's so creepy every time I turn to it. Okay. That'll be, yeah, that's funny. Okay. So what I want you guys to copy down on your notebook is right here. Okay. Right here. And then you could put little notes next to like the quartiles. So you guys know what the median is. It's the middle of your data. The min and the max is just your low and high number, but the quartiles you might not be aware of. So the lower quartile is sometimes referred to as quartile 1. It's the middle of the first, or you'd say the lower half of data. Okay, so the lower quartile, you would find the middle of your lower half of data. And then the upper quartile is the middle of your upper half of data. So we're just taking your data and you're dividing it up. The middle of the upper half of data. Okay, so that's all you need to know. Box and whisker plots talk about, you can see it at the top of the title here, the spread of your data. So how spread out it is, how much variety there is. So like if we took a box and whisker plot of all of the ages of you guys in my class, it wouldn't be a lot of variety in the data because you guys are all relatively the same age. But if we took a box and whisker plot of all of the ages of people at Blue Sky, there would be a really wide variety there. And that's what box and whisker plots do. So see how kind of it's split up, you guys? This first part from the minimum to the median, this is the half of your data. That's half of the data. And then from the median to the max, that's another half of your data. Also, if you go from the minimum to the quartile, that's a quarter of the data. Oh, it's okay. No stress. I would just copy the picture down and then examples. You can always go back and copy down the other stuff. Yeah, just do the best you can. If you don't have a lot of time or if it's freaking you out, just do it later. No problem. Yeah, I will post it right after this class. I will post it right on Moodle. So I'm actually going to use probably the video for today for yesterday's math class, just because I felt like I explained it really confusing. So I'm not perfect today, but I feel like I'm doing better at it today. Just had more time to think it through, right? Right, that's how it works. So yeah, box and whisker plots split your data up into fourths. So while the data is split into fourths, your box and whisker plot might not look super even. If the first quarter of your data is very close together, then this is going to be super tiny. But the more spread out it is, the longer it looks. You guys will see that. Okay, so we're going to do an example together. Okay, so to make a box and whisker plot, are you guys with me? Are you pumped? You excited? Let's do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what part is confuzzling? Yeah. The box, good. Yeah. Ask questions, please, because I know it looks weird, but it just is the way the graph. Woohoo! Yeah. It's just the way the graph looks. That's it. So what you're going to do to make this graph, you guys, you're going to find the 4 points, actually 5 that you need for the graph. You're going to find the minimum, the quartiles, the median, and then the maximum. And then you just draw the picture in. That's it. So it's just kind of what it looks like. It's nothing you got to really think through. I'm going to give you steps. So the first step is we're going to put our data in order. It's very important. Data has to go in order. So let's see. Okay, yeah, just try and follow along now. Maybe you'll see it after we do an example. So yeah, just do the best you can. That's all. Totally fine. I would follow and watch now and then maybe go back and write some notes down. Yeah, don't let me freak you out, guys. It's okay. It's just follow these steps and then we got it. All right, we're going to put our data in order first. Okay, so it looks like we're going to start with 11. So we're going to put 11 and 11. Then we've got some 12s. Are there two 12s, guys? Oh, that's funny. You guys are funny. Okay, then we've got some 13s. I think we've got two 13s. Then we've got 14. Then we've got 4, 5 15s. Then
316.
thank you. Yeah, this is the pain in the butt part of this. Putting that data in order. How many 17s you guys see? Are there two? Yeah. And then 118, and then we're done. Woohoo! And what I like to do is I like to type that out just because it really helps to see it all in one line. Mr. Bean likes 18, huh? Something that really helps with data, you guys, is just being as neat with it as you can. I wonder if Google does box and whisker plots too. Bet you it does.
What is happening on Vivi's Mr. Bean? It was just frowning.
What?
I swear it was just frowning.
Oh my gosh, you're freaking me out now. Mr. Bean is alive.
What the heck?
Oh! Oh! How did you do that? Vivi, how did you do
Yep.
that?
Look out behind you.
Oh my gosh, that's so
What?
creepy.
What?
Your Mr. Bean randomly gets a scary frowning face.
Oh no.
She's acting like she doesn't know.
Don't act like you don't know. You know what you're doing.
I didn't even realize.
Oh my gosh, he's alive. That's so creepy. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's finish up here, guys. We're doing good. Okay, so our data is in order. Uh-oh, I'm getting a call from McGuanago. That can't be good. Hopefully that's not for my daughter. I hope she's not feeling sick. That might happen. Let's watch my voicemail. Okay, so you guys with the pictures. I know. I hope that's not happening. I'm watching. All right, so now we want to find the median. So guys, what number is in the median? What number is right in the middle? We want to split our
15?
data. 15, yeah. So let's
15.
find that median. And
15.
I think it was the second 15. And if that's right, there should be the same amount of data on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Uh-oh. Let's see what the... Oh, okay. It's just Walgreens. I don't care about Walgreens. Okay. So we've got the... guys. So we've got the median, okay, and now that has split. And guys, hold on. Let's take a minute. I love all the crazy, cool artwork, but it's really distracting for everybody. Okay. Super cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We just don't want to confuse more than data can, because data can be pretty confusing already. Cool. Thank you guys. Totally appreciate you. Okay. So the median has split our data basically into two sides, right? And it's kind of nice because we have an odd set of data. So there's only one number in the middle, and that one number divided up our data for us. Okay? So now we have a lower and then an upper set of data. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to find the middle of this lower set of data and the middle of this upper set of data. Notice how I don't include the median in those sets of data. Okay? I don't include it. I left it separate. So let's find the middle of the lower set of data. That's going to be our lower quartile. What is in the middle of that lower set of data? 13? Yeah, I totally agree. Very, very good. So then 13 is our lower quartile. Okay. And then what's in the middle of the upper half of data? That's 16. Yeah, very good. 16 is our upper quartile. Cool. And then we know our maximum and our minimum, right? What's our maximum value? 18. Yep, that's our maximum. What's our minimum value? Is 11. Yeah, and it really doesn't matter which one, but yeah. Cool. So now we have all of our important information. Now we're going to make the box and whisker plot. So, oh, hello, person who joined, hello. So to do the box and whisker plot, you're first going to put the number line out there. Okay. And that number line is going to represent the spread of our data. And our data goes from 11 to 18. So maybe let's make our number line go from 10 to 20. What do you guys think? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You just want to pick a range of data. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, guys. That's really helpful. Seriously. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, Braylee's here.
Excellent.
Cool. It's a good day. So we are, yeah, we had Mr. Bean up there. It was kind of creepy. Guys, go ahead and put Mr. Bean up there if you want to. You can show Dawn. If you want to, you don't have to. But it was pretty funny. Yep, there you go.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. It was cool. It was cool. Okay. So last step, and then Vivi's is alive though, because it'll randomly like have a frowny face. See? Creepy. I don't know how she does that. Creepy, creepy, creepy. I love it.
That's super cool.
Okay, so guys, we put in our number line. And then now we're just going to put on those points. That's it. So our lower half of data, our lower part of data, we had 11. Was, I'm just going to mute somebody. There we go. Coolness. So, yeah, so we put the dot for our lower part of data, the dot for our upper part of data. Okay, we got our maximum and our minimum. Our median, we plot as a line. And then we draw a box around our quartiles. So the 13 and the 16. Okay, the box goes around the quartiles. You can put dots there if you want. And then you extend the whiskers out there. And that's our plot. Yeah, and sometimes it helps. Yeah. Oh, I see what you did. Yeah, someone put a box around the quartiles down there. That's true. But we actually mean up above the number line. Okay, so we put a dot up there and a dot. Good question. Good question. The whiskers always go from the end of the box all the way to the maximum point and then the minimum point. So you only extend the whiskers up to the highest value of your data and then the lowest value of your data. That's what they extend to. Good question. Yeah, good stuff. So that is how you do a box and whisker plot. I totally get it. But since we are at time, what I am going to do is I am going to, I'll stop this recording, but then I'm going to do another recording that I will post on Moodle where it has another example. So I'm going to post another example for you guys right after this session, but I'll just let you pause, absorb, then you can look on Moodle. And that'll be up there right after this class. So yeah, well, after I record it, so.